Hey y'all, so I'm gonna try to give y'all a quick little tips about riding in big cities and traffic and all that shit. First and foremost, don't ride in blind spots. And what I mean is pretty much don't even ride beside a car. If there is a car that you're in, you know, y'all are both doing pretty well the same speed, do not ride beside that car. If you do, pull up, make eye contact with the rider, and stay in a decent enough gear to where you are heard, so they actually know that you're beside them. Because it is very hard to see a bike. I've been windows up, music loud, bikes are pulled up beside me, and of course I always double look. I'll look, mirror, and then I actually turn my head and look. Fuck. And I've been scared. I've scared myself because the rider will be there. Second big tip is know your limits. Always ride within your limits. That is the fastest way to get fucked up on a bike. Out trying to show out, feeling yourself, whatever the case may be. Got that new rear tire on, you gotta be careful. It's not sticky yet. But let's just say that you out having a little fun, you want to do a quick little pull, not even nothing serious, and oh shit. So being behind these cars always trip me out. I call these cars the angry eyes car, because if you look at it from the back, it looks like some angry eyes. I don't know, and it just made me laugh. But yeah, just ride within your limits. If you're not a well-seasoned rider, or you know exactly, you know where you are, the roads, the turns, the curves, how fast you can or can't take them, be aware of the current conditions, make sure that the road isn't damp or wet, because just because you can take this road, a curve at 70 miles an hour comfortably when it's dry and hot, when it's 50 degrees out in the morning and there's a little bit of a condensation on the road, that same 70 miles an hour is the low side, you know. You'll end up 10 up, have a real bad day. So always ride on the careful side and also within your limits. Third, as y'all just seen, when I was riding in the middle lane, I was dead center behind the car. If I'm on the far left lane, I want to be directly pretty much in line with the driver's mirror. That is, so if there's a car turning, like this car here in this turning lane, I want that car to see me. I don't want that car to be like, you know, I'm about to instantly turn right here as soon as this car passes. I want this car to see me. So I try to stay directly in line with the driver's side, you know, window or mirror. If I'm in the far right lane, which I try to stay out that lane as much as possible, it's more traffic in that lane, people are stopping and turning, people are turning onto the roads. I try to stay out that lane, but if I am in that lane, I kind of go back and forth. Yes, I normally do the exact opposite I do with this one. I ride close to that side. The only drawback to being close to that side is people still don't see you sometimes. So if you're far right, and somebody pulls out, your room for correction is small. You have to go left. So you have to, what they call, steer into the turn. But if you ride to the left, if you're directly behind somebody and you're not seen, you know, so let's just say that there's a car in front of me. If I'm behind this car and there's somebody turning onto the road, they cannot see me. There's no way. I have to be on this side to be in their field of, you know, view. So I really don't like riding in the far right lane, period, just because if I have to turn, I will stay out that lane as long as possible. I usually ride in the middle lane until I get to the turn, and then I will turn at the last second or change lanes, and then I'll turn. So I guess lane positioning would be the proper term for what I'm explaining. So I normally stay on this side. Plus, quick little tip. If you ride on this side and for whatever reason you get into a situation, you need to be able to get out the situation. Meaning, I have an exit route. If you're dead center behind a car and something happens to where you need to hurry up and move, you will have a whole car to go around. Versus if I'm on this side, all I gotta do is just make a quick little turn and I've missed it. Because riding directly behind a car, and that's why lane splitting is important for bikers, because people don't pay attention. They come up fast, slam on the brakes. I posted a video where a guy sitting at a stoplight, hears brakes lock up behind him, and before he can look back, car hits him. Now, he was fine, but the car left his whole bumper and his back tire between the tire and, you know, the seat cowl. I laughed. That made me laugh. But like I said, he was okay, so it's cool. So that did trip me out. But that's just kind of one of those things. People don't pay attention. So if you're sitting behind the car, direct center, and you hear tires squealing behind you, if you do have enough reaction time, you still have to make a conscious effort to go right or left. Me, whatever. This is my opinion. This is the whole vlogging thing. This is my opinion on what I do. I would rather be on either the left side to where I can just go, you know, shoot around the car, or the right side where I can shoot around the car. Being dead center, I have a lot more turn to take off with it. If I'm trying to take off with some speed, whatever, I might end up hitting the car, you know, who knows. But anyway, I try to stay on this side. On this one little one lane street, if I'm at a spot where this guy's turning, I want to be right here. If I'm coming over to this light up here where there's people coming onto this road, I transition slowly over to the right side, because like I said, once again, if they're on this side of the street and they're turning onto here, if I'm behind this car on this side, they can't see me. They might try to hurry up and just beat a car, go right between them, and here I am. So I try to be on this side if I'm coming up to a light, so I can be seen. One of the biggest tips I could tell anybody that rides around as I do, I don't have a plate. As y'all see, there was just Lancaster PD behind me, which I'm cruising, riding slow. That's probably him directly behind me. I don't have a plate. I know I don't have a plate. Ride with enough gas to get yourself out of the situation that you're in. Don't ride around with the gas light on and blinking, knowing that at any second you can get into a situation to where you need to get out of it, and you'll be on Bikes versus Cops looking like a clown. Oh look, I'm gonna run. Oh shit, I forgot I'm on empty, and here I am hammed up on the side of the road. You know, the last is just common sense. Don't try to ride through a highly populated area without paying attention because cars do not look. I've just seen it plenty of times. I was showing my brother one day at how many times we can ride up beside people and they're on their phones. They're looking all down, eating the triple meat damn Whopper with extra onions and shit. They bite into it, the juice slop out the back, fall all down into their lap while they're driving. Then they got the phone pinched between their ear and their shoulder. They ain't paying attention to shit. Motherfuckers will just come all over the lane, all into you and shit, and then when you make yourself known, they ain't like that you did something wrong. They give you the, what did I do look? The fuck you mean, what did you do? You are multitasking. And the main important task that you need to be on, you're ignoring that shit completely. Put the fucking big ass burger down, eat at the restaurant, wait till you get to the crib, something, you know what I'm saying? Fuck. But yeah, just use your common sense whenever riding. I normally don't like riding at night too much. You just can't see, you know, fuck. Dogs run out in front of you. As y'all seen, or y'all didn't see earlier, but anyway, dogs love the sound of this bike. For whatever reason. They feel the need to come out and try to catch it. If a dog runs out in front of you, you're gonna hit that motherfucker. You're gonna have a bad day. Yeah, common sense. A lot of people refuse to ride in the city during like rush hour. Look, I hate it too. My old job, I had to deal with it every single day. I always had to ride in the city. It doesn't really bother me. What I am going to tell y'all is that I stay in either first or second gear when it comes to that traffic, because I want to be heard. My back is loud. I want to be heard when I'm beside this car, so I stay in first or second gear, because I've seen people in front of me. There could be 3 cars in front of me, and they'll go to looking around like, oh shit, you know, I hear a bike, where is he at? Don't ride in 4th or 5th, and man, people come over, they don't hear you, boom, they've hit you, you're not ready to forward, you go down to traffic, bad day. So I use my same riding, you know, this is just me, my experience. I use the same riding techniques all the time. Whereas I'm out by myself, if I'm in traffic, if I'm with the homies and we riding, I use those techniques. And so far, the reason why I use those techniques is because if I made a mistake and I was like, oh shit, that was close, I learned from that and I corrected it to the best way that I see fit. And it's what worked. It has worked so far. We're on to